When to buy the right stock. I have already shared 20 business checklists that helps you understand the right stock. But when is the right time or the right price to buy that stock? Do you want to know? Keep watching. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. I am Shabbir Bhimani and I am learning to become a better investor in the market. I share my journey on my blog and now on this YouTube channel. And if you want to be an informed investor, let's start with a disclaimer. I generally don't share any stock names, but if I'm sharing any names, they are just to put my point forward and help you understand with an example. None of them is an investment recommendation and you should consult a financial advisor. When is the right time to invest in the market? There are three situations when you will have the right time to invest in the market. There is a fear in the market as a whole, and so the prices are lower and you have a better entry opportunity in any stock of your choice. The example that I would like to share is Warren Buffett investing in Coke in the year 1988. After the 87 crash, he made an entry into the Coke business. Coke was a great business, is a great business, but because of his entry into the stock was at the right time, that helped him make much better returns. Second is when there is a bad news for the sector as a whole. So some disruption is happening in the sector, or there are some changes that is happening in the sector, some competitor is entering into the market, something like that is happening for the sector, but you know the company that you want to be investing in will be able to come out of that problem in a very efficient manner, so you can invest in them. The example that I can give you is paint sector. So there are players who are entering the market and it is expected they will try to disrupt the sector with lower pricing, and so it can so happen that the sector may be either disrupted with no pricing power, or it can so happen that the sector new players run out of money. You have to decide whether which of the scenario will play out and then invest either in the leader or you skip the sector. The second example that I can give is Tata is entering into the pathology sector with Tata 1mg, and it has reduced the prices of tests by a significant margin. So now it could so happen that the sector can be either disrupted or only few players will survive. Similar is the case with cement sector, where Adani has acquired two of the players in the market and is entering as I think so as second player in the market. So now it could so happen that there is a price war, or it can happen that the top three players may survive and rest may see the heat of the competition. So we have seen an examples of three sectors: paint, cement and pathology sector. Outcome can be anything depending on your study of the sector or your understanding of the sector, and you have to invest based on which of these sectors you think, or which of the players among these sectors you think will come out with flying colors. The third and the most important aspect to invest at the right time is when there is a solvable problem in the company. So there are certain aspects of a company which are solvable. So let's say crude price was going higher, so there are certain companies that were falling, but crude can't remain at $100 for say next 5 years or 10 years. It has to come down. The margin will improve, the crude prices will cool off, and because the crude has gone up, the stock has corrected a lot. These are the things which are solvable problems. However, I get this question very often that will Vodafone Idea become a stable player? So I ask my answer to this question is, do you know how they will pay off the 2 lakh crore debt? So if there is a plan to pay off this debt in an efficient manner in say next 5 years, 10 years, then yes, otherwise no. So once anyone asks me about any company like this, I present to them the problem that is there in a very simple way, so that they should be able to answer whether this problem is solvable or not. If the problem is not solvable, or you are not able to visualize how this problem will be solved, how the management will be solving this problem, it's better to avoid that company. Let me share with you one more solvable problem example. Maggi had an issue, I think so in around 17 or around 16 or 17, Maggi had an issue. So you could have taken it like the Maggi as a product will go out of the equation, and Nestle will not be able to have Nestle will not be able to solve this problem. So then you should not be investing in Nestle. But if you had thought in Maggi will say pass its test in due course of time and will improve its product so that it's as per the standards of the as per the Indian standards, then you could have invested at that time. So this is the classic case. You have a solvable problem in a great company, and then you invest when once you think that this problem is solvable. Finally, I will share a very important tip for you to make maximum returns, and it's called patience. You should have the patience to wait for a correction either in the market or in the sector or the company itself to get into a problem. Once the company gets into a problem, you should have the courage and the knowledge to invest, and then again have the patience to wait out for the problem to solve. So you are investing in a problem that will not solve itself in 3 months or 6 months time. It can take a long time, and you should wait for that long for the problem to solve. You may be proved wrong at times, and problem may not get solved that easily, but that will be the learning experience that should be done for you to become a better investor. Finally, I have to ask, are you investing in the right stock at the right time? Share them in comments below.